Thank you very much for joining me on Crossroads. So, Father Jun, many people, of course, have already been commenting about the dynamics of politics in Muslim Mindanao, particularly, of course, in Maguindanao. People are saying there that this is actually now the fruit of how the government, for so many years, has been cultivating its political allies and allowing them to exist through the power of their guns, through the power of terror, maybe. How do you see the situation being resolved in Maguindanao now that this has again been blown into the open by the Maguindanao massacre?
First and foremost, I will say that the people of Maguindanao, Cotabato City, or the entire region, they are really shocked, stunned, as a matter of fact, and they are watching the news with disbelief that this unparalleled massacre will happen here in this area. But it happened. So the big question now, I think, is government capable of bringing justice to the victims of massacre? Will government be willing also, or will it have a political will to disarm people? Because the proliferation of the small arms in the province, in the region, or even in Cotabato City, is really a big problem and perhaps the very source of criminality and lawlessness, and including the issue of warlords. If you see the arms gathered so far, people are laughing in the city and as well as in the province, because I myself have not seen those guns perhaps in the last 20 years. I don't know where they got those guns, because the standard issue now, even for Barangay Tanod, will be M16, M14, not Garand and Carbine. I suppose even the ROTC will not touch these rifles for being afraid of getting tetanus. So one powerful symbol of seriousness of government to put a stop to the proliferations of arms is really gather all these high-powered arms, M14, M16, or sometimes M60, and people see this all around. And if you remove these arms in the hands of people, perhaps that will bring a normalcy to the province, as well as normalcy to the city and the region.
But you know, Father Jun, a lot of political scientists also have commented that Mindanao politics exists because the powers that be here in Manila have allowed them to carve out specific territories and assign these territories to entire political clans so as to prevent them from feuding or fighting over territory. And that has somehow made the situation so untenable now, because if somebody challenges the status quo, then something like this massacre might just happen again in the future. How can that be avoided?
It's true that the bottom line between the national government and the local government will be electoral exercises. It so happened that the autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao will be known as captive electorate. And it is for this reason that the national government and the people in this region, the warlords in this region, have the same political agenda. Because normally the autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao will be very decisive in determining national elections when there is a crossfight, particularly the number 11, number 12 in the senatorial slate, as we have observed in the 2007 election. And this is also very crucial for presidential election when there is a close contest. So the national government will always cultivate the warlords in the region, because they have the capability to deliver a winner-take-all in any election exercises. Something like 0-12 in the senatorial slate, or 0-100% for the presidential election. So that particular capability of delivering the votes of the entire region will be very crucial for the national government or the powers in Manila. So that kind of relations, that kind of symbiotic political interest and agenda will really make them cultivate the local warlords.
All right. Well, I guess we need to find out another way for the government to avoid doing that if it's really sincere in uh, avoiding future conflicts like this from breaking out there in Muslim Mindanao. Father Jun Mercado will still be with us from our studio in Cotabato and will also be joined later